My name is Wendell. I am a logical, biblically based, and scientific flat earther.
Oh my god. I shouldn't have to do this, but yeah, here we are. Alright, so it's your boy. We're back with another video on the channel, and today, oh god, today we've got some shit. So there's a video that came out a few months ago by a channel called Jubilee, and if you haven't heard of Jubilee, they're popular for this series called Middle Ground. You've probably seen a few of these videos where they compare controversial topics and be like, can we find a kind of middle ground? Now they got one called Flat Earthers versus Scientists. Can we trust science? Oh god, we're actually going here. You know what? Let's just start this video and see if they can come to some kind of middle ground between flat Earth and globe Earth. Which, what even would the middle ground be for something like that? Like, how do you middle ground a sphere and a whatever the fuck they think the Earth is shaped like? Let's get into this.
The one on my right, sphere, if you think that is the shape of the Earth, point to it now. If you think the other model is the shape of the Earth, point to it now.
So basically, if you're right, point first. If you're wrong, point afterwards. Okay, let me not go too far here. Let's watch. Maybe they'll convert me. Who knows?
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
So the video makers there are clearly saying like, yo, here's the footage that's on NASA's website that shows the shape. Now let's hear what you have to say, okay?
What do you think the shape of the Earth is?
I don't think. I know for a fact it's a globe.
The Earth is flat.
Oh, we already know we're gonna be into some shit. Oh, you already know we're gonna be in for some shit. Oh, Shelly, occupation, flat earther.
I'm always open to having a discussion with someone who is holding a wrong belief like this.
Are you willing to change your mind on this?
I'm not. The evidence is so much.
Nobody wants to be a flat earther, but if you showed me incontrovertible evidence, I would definitely go back. Who wants the ridicule?
But there's footage of the rocket going into space and showing the shape of the Earth. Oh no! Why am I doing this? Ah!
Where do you want me to get from the discussion with the other side?
I'd like to tear them to pieces.
Do you know what I hate about this? Like, they're not even subtle about it. They're like cocky as fuck. Like, I'm here to tear you to pieces, bitch. You think it's round, you motherfucking idiot? I'm about to use these arguments to ruin you, scientist, who's been studying this for years. Get the fuck out of here. It's like, how can you be so cocky about something that's not even true?
I'm Jim Underdown, Executive Director of the Center for Inquiry West.
I'm Spencer Marks, one of the senior members of the CFI Investigations Group, Science Advocate.
I am Marina Yeri. I'm a theoretical physicist.
I'm Shelley Lewis. I'm a graduate of West Point, critical thinker, and jumped out of the airplanes.
Can we just like take a moment to like analyze like how she just emphasized the word critical thinker and then took a pause like, I think critically, bitch. If you think you're gonna come in here with your globe bullshit and convert me, you're mistaken, buster. I'm going to convert you. If you think I'm gonna be fooled by your bullshit and your manipulation, I'm a
Critical thinker?
And she jumped out of airplanes too, so you know she's seen the edge already. So there's no way we're converting her back to the dark side. She's seen the edge. She knows.
Only step forward if this is true for you. I believe the Earth was created by a higher power.
Well, I've been a Christian for 30 years, so the Bible is a flat earth book. You have to take it literally. Like, for example, in Isaiah, when it talks about how the earth is like a clay wax seal that's stamped with upturned edges, that's just not some fancy story.
Okay, can we just stop this? Can we just stop? So, look. The Bible was written like how many thousands of years ago? And your argument for all the developments we've made in science in the past how many centuries is that book? But that's what the scientists believed then. So that's what they were going to put in the book because everyone was saying, yo, it's flat. It wasn't until like the 1500s when they actually proved it was spherical. I mean, they were theorizing it from way before then, but at the end of the day, that book is not going to reflect new developments. So for you to take it at literal, as you said, value, is just kind of ridiculous. That book has people living like several hundreds of years as well, but we don't live several hundreds of years. It was that literal? Were there just humans that lived 500 years back then and we can't do it? I mean, eventually we'll do it in the future because they'll figure out how to slow down aging, which scientists are working on. But you know what? It's cool.
Absolutely. And in Isaiah talks about too, and I'm a Christian, he who sits upon the circle of the earth. There's a difference between a circle and a ball. Critical thinker.
While people are still religious, even very religious people today do not agree on every single thing that was written in the Bible back in the day. Like, it's like they've kind of modernized the religion in a sense. At least for the religious people that I know, they don't believe that the earth is flat simply because it said it in the Bible, you know? Like, they've come to some kind of, you know, Bible science balance. Or a middle ground, should we say.
The point about the Bible specifically for me is, why is that one particular text the correct one? You choose to believe that, and that's fine, but there's so many other writings and so many other books, so why weren't they correct? Why is just the Bible correct?
Well, what you'll find in a lot of these ancient religions is they're all flat earth religions. All their cosmology goes back to being a flat earth with an enclosed system. So it's not just the Bible that teaches this.
It's almost like that's what they all believed at the time, so they all wrote it in their respective books because they had no evidence to suggest the contrary. It's like wow, no one knew what they were supposed to learn centuries later, so they all said the same thing in their book, just like they all would have said the sky is blue in the book because that's what we know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, how is this even an argument? So you're using the books of religions that you don't even believe in to validate what is said in your own book.
My name is Wendell. I am a logical, biblically based, and scientific flat earther.
Oxymoron.
I am a logical, biblically based, and scientific flat earther.
We went out to an observation at Salton Sea, and things just didn't add up down there. So we've gone back probably a dozen times, and I can guarantee you that there is no curvature over distance.
Oh my god, like, if there's an edge, find it and take a picture. How are you going to, like, find little tiny discrepancies in globe Earth and use that to go, aha, it's flat? They'll find like one tiny discrepancy and be like, yep, that's it. Flat, it's been confirmed, but you haven't actually proven your shit. Like, just because you can't see the curve in one area doesn't mean that it proves a flat earth. Like, we haven't seen the edge.
Now, with the age of the internet, it's like, you know, how much of this misinformation are you getting there? And when you have like eyewitnesses taking video of something, you do have to take everything with a grain of salt. That's why, because of my my multimedia background, I knew that all that stuff could be faked. You know, take it into Photoshop, take it into After Effects.
Look, we're not denying that people can lie or corporations lie or that the government lies. That's not the issue here. But just because someone lies a lot doesn't mean everything that comes out of their mouth isn't true. Like, one thing I always use when bringing this thing up is motive. It's easier to believe, well, at least in America, because in the UK we got free healthcare, bitch, but it's easier to believe in America where they charge so much for healthcare that the government would be hiding some special quick fast cure for cancer, because the motive is strong. It's like the chemo and all that other shit costs way more money than some quick, maybe one injection cure. I'm not saying there's a hidden cure, but it would be easier to believe a conspiracy like that because it's like, why are they doing it? Because they want to make more money. They're charging so much and people are eating off of that and they want to keep eating. So if the cure was like a much cheaper quick fix that you took once, they would want to bury something like that. It's believable. But in the case of the flat earth, it's like, what is the actual motive? What does the government gain from convincing billions of people that instead of the earth being spherical, there's an edge? Like, how, if we were to find out today that there was a cure for cancer that was hidden, there would be riots. Everyone is going to think of people that they know that they've lost to cancer and how severe it is. Like, oh, so 5 years ago when this parent or this family member died of cancer, there was a cure even then, and you didn't give it to us because you wanted to make money. There would be riots against the government. That's a serious motive to bury information. If we found out today that the earth was actually not round and it was flat, I feel like people would talk about it on Twitter for like a weekend, then that would be it. Like, because at the end of the day, the shape doesn't really change anything in terms of your day-to-day life. You still gotta go to work or go to school or live your regular life, you know, get married, all the other shit that people do in regular lives. You're not really going to change much, except, I mean, I guess if we found out it was flat, we'd probably go and try and see the edge, right? Because that would be cool, right? But aside from that, people probably wouldn't lose their shit. So, without any real motive, what is the reason that they would go through this extreme length to hide the shape of the planet? You're reaching, like, what's next? Are you going to tell me that your blood is actually blue, and then when you cut yourself and it comes out, it changes to red? Which is actually something that my older brother told me when I was a kid, and I fell for that shit. I'm not gonna lie, I fell for that shit. He also told me that, you know, when you swallow chewing gum, it stays in your body for 14 years. And I remember, like, he told me that when I was like a kid, and I got to like 9 or something, and I said, oh, I've done like 3 years with that last piece of gum, got like 11 left. If only I was that gullible now, I'd be a flat earther.
When I have a toothache, I go to a dentist. When my car breaks down, I go to a mechanic. When you have questions about cosmology, you should go to an astrophysicist, you should go to a physicist, you should go to people who have spent years and years studying these ideas.
Dan is not having it. He's just looking like, yeah, like we're gonna believe you, scientist.
Is not reliable.
Is not reliable.
I'm what you call a globe denier.
NASA is not proving that the Earth is flat.
Well, they say it in 14 of the documents.
You should read what NASA says, and you should listen to what
I
NASA
would
says.
love to see your NASA evidence that the Earth is
It's
flat.
only their contradictory issues
Okay,
that
let's
bring
see it.
us here. They're showing us doctored images that are clearly doctored. The blue marble is a very famous image from 1972.
Oh god. They take the photos, they clean them up. They don't change the shape. Ah! Why am I doing this? Why? Ah!
It appears to me to be a stationary plane, as opposed to the vastness of infinity of space. I would find it to be an ice plane where we have a localized sun and our environment thrives there.
I'm glad you mentioned the sun. What shape do you think the sun is? I mean, when I look at the sun, I see a spherical shape. When I look at the moon, I see a spherical shape. So are we just the unlucky ones that we had to get an edge to our planet? Because clearly what we're seeing in the sky is round objects, but for some reason we are the lucky ones that had to get edges at the edge of our planet, you know. Oh, probably sucks so hard for all the people that, you know, fell off the edge and are currently floating in space, you know, probably under the planet as we speak, you know. How come no one went to go and rescue those people? Well, let me guess, they're guarding the edge with the military, so we can't go there anyway, it's protected.
Show me a globe spinning with clouds and a moon. Show me home, and I think I could shut up.
Show me the edge! Oh.
View the other side as uneducated.
I'm running.
They think we are
I'm
uneducated.
running for this.
Well, they certainly think they're educated.
Oh, God. Just roll the clip.
In science, we are after the truth. And we are hoping by each day we're getting closer and closer to the truth. We never get there. Never.
Well, I know that's true for you. And
No, that's a science. That's you guys. You think you do have the truth. Now let's look at the evidences.
That to me is complete dishonesty. That is not true at all.
That is what you are doing
No,
right now.
you're not. You're making that assumption.
No,
which
it's
I
not
think
my
science does a
assumption.
lot of.
Well,
So do you make assumptions or not? Does
I
science make
don't know.
assumptions? Does science
No,
make
let me-
assumptions?
Yeah, we
course.
sure.
Okay.
We do
course.
make assumptions
But-
based on things that are well supported and
Bias.
proven and reproven.
Bias.
We don't have
Show
to.
me how you isolate gravity. If gravity
We
is
don't
an
have to-
assumption,
Why? Oh, my God. Oh, Shelly. Next, there's gonna be a group of people that don't believe in gravity. Oh, please tell me that doesn't already exist. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Alright, we're done. We're done. I can't watch any more of this. That's it. Yeah. Let me know who you guys thought of this video. Well, let's just say I haven't been swayed. Maybe one of you guys has been swayed. Let me know in the comment section below. I just feel like I'm the kind of person that won't argue about these kind of issues with people, because I know that people have big egos and strong beliefs in the fact that they feel like they're correct. And I mean, I'm like that as well. Like, it's a thing it's a trait in humans. So when you're arguing these really serious topics, you're never really going to sway the other side. And because you're not going to sway the other side, it just feels like, to me at least, feels like a waste of time. Why would I spend an hour with you arguing about a topic that I know in my heart you're not going to change your mind on? It just seems so pointless. It's like the time that a Jehovah's Witness like knocked on our door and spent an hour trying to convince me to join his, like, their movement. And for them, they go to church on Saturdays instead of Sundays, which is a really bad way to convince people. You know, like, really Saturday. But the point is, I feel like after the first 5 minutes, you should have realized, yo, Prem is not going to be swayed. Let's go to another door. But they keep going. I don't understand why people are like that. Like, why people know the other person is not going to agree with them, but they keep arguing anyway. I'm so like, oh, okay, you're not gonna be swayed? Cool. Leave it. Let's talk about something else, you know? Like, for example, how PREMulous is amazing and that you should like all his videos, watch all his videos, and subscribe to his channel. That's something that cannot be disputed. That's a fact that's been proven by evidence. That there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing it. So, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and yeah, more content coming soon to the channel. But it's your boy, PREMulous, Rem Gang, and I'm out.